Hello guys, it is Fox and welcome to a Commander/EDH update video for my Marath Will of the Glare deck. I apologize for the awful lighting. There has been no sun all day. I'm kind of filming with my fluorescent light bulbs and I screwed with the contrast and white balance to see if that would work. Clearly it did not, but it did make everything look like it's nice and roasted golden brown. I hate when there's no sun. Anyway, so yeah, someone on Twitter asked me if I could update this deck, and I am. The updated list will be on Tapped Out if you don't want to hear me be wrong about cards, and let's just get on with it. So Marath Will of the Wild, he's a Naya commander. He comes in with +1/+1 counters equal to the amount of mana spent on him, so he's a commander built for commander. You can remove those counters to put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature, or deal damage, or make an XXX token. Or make XXX tokens. You can make a bunch, and he poops out tokens. Also, look, Pokemon Cameo. He's a Nidoking. I don't know why I made him a Nidoking. Glare! So yeah, we'll get on with it. Again, the list will be on Tapped Out. If you don't want to hear me talking, just want to see a straight-up deck list, I completely understand. Starting off with land. So we got 2 mountains, 3 forests, and 2 plains. The new Nico Bolas plains. I'm actually slowly replacing all the basic lands in my decks with like the new Nico Bolas lands. I like them. They're really, really cool. And they're full arts, so they look neat. Trying to get foils, which are much harder to get. Some dual lands. We got Taiga. These are the red-green dual lands. I put in a Karplusian Forest in here just to kind of put the Pain land cycle in there. I do have one of each Pain land. Wooded Foothills. I only play on color fetches. Why? Because reasons. Excuse me. Copperline Gorge, Cinderglade, Rootbound Crag, and a Stomping Ground. I'm going to explain this soon. But I should also mention this deck is actually more expensive than I thought it was. I did not realize how over time I just started putting foils and really expensive stuff in this deck. And I think it's even surpassed Niv as being one of my more expensive decks. So that's an interesting thing that just kind of happened. So the reasoning behind this signature is I didn't actually know this, but this is a misprint. Drew Tucker did not draw this. I know that because Drew Tucker was at the, where was it? It was the Meadowlands. The Meadowlands GP that I went to. He did sign it upside down, just in case the original artist who did make this, he could sign it down here, I guess. That's the thinking behind it. But, yeah, I didn't know that. Drew Tucker didn't actually paint this. Some other guy did. But he did sign it. So, you know, his name's on it twice. Whatever. Sacred Foundry, Battlefield Forge, Arid Mesa, Rugged Prairie, and a Clifftop Retreat. And then we also got the Selesnya dual lands. We got Temple Garden, Savannah, Razor Verge Thicket. I always say that wrong. A foil Windswept Heath that should not really be in here. I should sell this, but whatever. It's just always been in there. Brushland, Wooded Bastion, Canopy Vista, Sun Petal Grove, and I think I have more Selesnya lands than I do the others, but whatever. Those are the dual lands. As I always say, lands are kind of fluid. You can kind of build them any way you want and any way you feel comfortable. That's how I build my my color land base. These are some utility lands. So we got Gamity Township. I play a lot of creatures, so putting counters on them, it matters. Opal Palace, the fact that Marath needs +1/+1 counters makes this card great. Command Tower, I even played a monocolor decks. Temple of False God, Kessig Wolfron to give shit plus a lot, and trample. Reflecting Pool for mana. And then Inkmoth Nexus as another kind of, I can kill, like, this gets over life gain decks, like when they gain 2 million life, and you have to kill them with 10 infect. This helps, because the counters stay on it when you put the +1/+1 counters on it with Marath, and that helps. Planeswalkers, just got 3 of them, so we'll go quick. Garruk to get creatures out of my deck and out of my hand. Garruk to untap lands and do neat stuff. And this guy's really cool. I very often get that ultimate off, but it also really doesn't give me much. Only one time did I ever get Kiki Combo out with that, and that was really fun. But other than that, it's usually just a mana dork Planeswalker. Excuse me, I'm very burpy today. Creatures. I color sorted them for some weird reason. Academy Rector, I run a lot of enchantments, so this card matters. Mirror Entity, when I have a bunch of 1/1 tokens, I can make them all big, crazy things, and I can just overrun and kill everyone. Well, I don't play overrun, but overrun effect and kill everyone. Sun Titan to get the small stuff back from my grave. Saracen a new add in here. I've seen how powerful this card can be, and life gain is not a tactic of this deck, but it does not hurt to gain 6 life. Just saying. I think it's +5. It's +5/+5. I can't see under the signature. I'm stupid for some reason. Rebel Arc, I run a lot of small cast stuff like this guy, where this matters. Resto Angel, clearly. Elish Norn, a pseudo board wipe, and a pump spell for me. Terracodon, I play one in every green deck. It's just nice removal. Ewit, for obvious reasons, it's kind of a staple in green decks. Okay, that was a weird squeak. Rex Sage, Artifact Destruction. Regal Force for draw. There's not a lot of draw in this deck, so I really need this. Craterhoof, because I'm a scumbag, and I like winning via Craterhoof. Birds of Paradise for more mana. Dryad Arbor for more mana. Sakura Tribe Elder for more mana. Wood Elves, etc., etc. Avengers Zendikar, it makes a bunch of 1/1 tokens, and it's really good with Purphoros. As is most of the stuff in this deck is really good with Purphoros. Purphoros. Kiki Jiki for the Kiki Resto combo. Also, sometimes to kind of make another Wood Elves or another Sakura Tribe Elder to kind of sack it and do some neat stuff. Urbrasta Hidden. This is an interesting card. Gives my stuff haste, which I care about, but I really do care about the fact that creatures come into play for my opponents tapped. That can matter if you're playing against decks that are like you, where their intent is for overrun and haste, so this kind of slows them down. Xenagos, usually to kind of pair up with Marath to double whatever his power is and hopefully one-hit kill someone. Gisela, a good half damage to you and doubles damage to everyone else. It's a much better Dictate of Twin Gods. Much better. Hangerback Walker for the tokens. And then Solemn Simulacrum, because he's a sad robot. See, I color sorted the creatures. I don't really know why I did that. There's no reason for me to do it. Sorceries and instants. Return to Dust for removal. Crow's Grip for removal. Worldly Tutor to tutor up your combos. Boros Trump to make your shit indestructible. No, I do not play Armageddon. You're about to hear a really loud Thunderstrike, I think. Source of Plowshare and Path to Exile for removal. You hear it? It's a thunderstorm going on. Eldamari's Call for more creature tutoring. Court of Calling for more creature tutoring. Reverberate to double that creature tutoring. Also, my own, kind of a red counterspell. Whenever they play counterspell, you counter their counterspell, and they get mad. Wrath of God, because what's going on with my phone? Shut up, phone. Breath of Life, it is Monster Reborn in Magic, which is always fun. Martial Coup for Wrath and tokens, which matter for Purphoros, because he can't die with that card. Seasons Past, this is an interesting one. It gets back cards from your grave with different converted mana costs. This is an interesting card, and it adds a lot of fun kind of responses that you can do when you're playing. You can get a bunch of random stuff and see what you can do from there. Greenstone Zenith, which my friend Eric will attest, is basically just to get Dryad Arbor. He's right. And then Gamble. A foil Gamble, because I like gambling with gambles for more tutor. Very often what you get with Gamble, you end up discarding. So, you know, it's a gamble. Artifacts. Playing the Commander's Pokeball. Sensei's Divining Top. Oh wait, this is a poopy art one, according to some people. Basilisk Collar. When this is on Marath, whatever damage he deals is Death Touch. So if you hit a creature, no matter what it is, unless it has indestructible, obviously, it'll kill it. So it's an interesting kind of little two-combo piece. Not combo, but like a good interaction to get rid of annoying creatures. Mana Crypt, I finally put Mana Crypt in here. I was like debating between putting it in here or in Niv, and Niv is turning into Locust God, and it's getting less power down. It's getting more power down, which is not a statement that makes sense. It's getting power down. There we go. So I put it in Marath, because Marath is more or less my my quick win deck, if anything. Quicksilver Amulet to get creatures out cheaper. Honestly, this could be taken out for something better. If you are trying to build this list, I wouldn't suggest building mine exactly. I would suggest building one that works in your play group. But if you do want to include Quicksilver Amulet, you could play different creatures than I am. I don't really need this card that much, and it could be taken out if anything. Darksteel Ingot for mana. Soul Ring for mana, signed by Mark Tidine. Skull Clamp to draw stuff, and Chromatic Lantern, because it's 3-color, and you really should play Chromatic Lantern in a 3-color deck. 2-color, not so much. But 3, 4, and 5 color, you should play it. And we're on to enchantments. We got O-Ring for removal. Glare of Subdual is an interesting little combat stopper. I can make a bunch of creatures in Marath and then, you know, stop them from doing things. Great with Earthcraft too, because you can just keep making stuff. Excuse me, you can make stuff, tap it, get a guy off Marath, and tap him to stop them from doing something. Impact Resonance for half of a Purphoros effect. Mirari's Wake. Why am I so burpy today? Mirari's Wake, a pump and a doubling mana effect. Hardened Scales, you know, increases the number of counters on Marath. And by the way, neat trick. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again just for continuity. You can remove a counter from Marath, put a counter on Marath, and it puts another counter on him. So essentially, for 1 mana, you put a counter on him. Parallel Lives to double your tokens, and it's foily. Anointed Procession, which is a new card. This is white doubling season, kind of. It's white half of doubling season. It's white Parallel Lives. It's great. Play it. Sneak Attack in foil for no specific reason. The Sneak Attack's in here to get creatures out, but the foil is just me gloating. A foil doubling season, again for gloating and also for doubling counters. Earthcraft, no, I don't play Squirrel's Nest. I'm not that kind of a guy, although I could play Squirrel's Nest quite easily, and this deck would be about 5% better. Aura Shards, it's a good card, and it's definitely great at this, like if you're playing against an artifact deck. But it is kind of a scummy thing to play in a deck like this, where you can easily get a creature and blow up someone's field. If they're playing Mycosynth and they didn't combo off, they're fucked. Survival of the Fittest, I've had this card forever. Discard a creature card, search a deck for a creature, more creature tutoring, and finally Sylvan Library, to kind of organize your deck so you don't draw crap, but you probably will draw crap anyway. So that was an updated Marath Will of the Wild deck tech. As stated before, the list will be on Tapped Out. If you don't, if you already viewed the entire video, then thumbs up to you, and also thumbs up the video. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later in more videos, but until then, hand bye.